Good morning everyone. It feels good to be back at vlogging. This is my first video. Yeah, this is my first video of 2018. So I hope you all had a really nice Christmas and New Year's. My first week back at work is quite chilled in terms of I haven't got loads of meetings and events and stuff. I blocked it all out in my diary to stay at home because today I think I get my book page proofs, which is when they print it out on like big paper in the actual style that it will be in the book. So up until this point I've only read my book in like a Word document format, so now it's going to be actually laid out with like header and footer and any sort of headers and titles and stuff like that. So I'm really excited / nervous to see that. This is the kind of last point in which I can change anything and I can't make any big changes, so I really hope when I read it back there isn't anything that I think, oh god, why did I write that, or anything like that, because I think I can only make small changes now. And people are starting to read it in terms of like my management team and stuff, which is just making me so nervous, like knowing they're reading it. And then I do this annoying thing, like I'm really bad at taking a compliment. So my manager texted me yesterday saying I finished, I loved it, and like said all these nice things. And I just turned to Rich and I was like, I think she's just saying that because she's my manager. I just can't take a compliment. I always like overanalyze. I literally read through her feedback like a million times. She was like, it's really nice how personal it is. So I take that as like, oh my god, is it too personal? I think I'm just nervous, but I'm also really excited. So I can't wait for the page proofs to come today. I sound really bunged up. I'm not ill. I made this like ridiculous discovery last night, just before I fell asleep, and I can't stop thinking about it. I've basically been waking up almost every morning, definitely for the last week, but the more I think about it, it has been quite a long time. I wake up every morning with the most dry throat ever. Like, you know when you're ill and you wake up and you can't swallow, you feel like you've got sandpaper in your throat because it's so sore. I've been waking up like that every morning, thinking like, oh, I must be a bit run down, or I'm getting ill, or I'm getting over something. But then during the day I'm okay. And then last night when I got into bed, I started to feel like I had a dry throat again. And I thought maybe it's something to do in this room. And I remember hearing someone talk about a humidifier before. So I started Googling. I thought a humidifier was to like take away the wetness in a room, like make it more dry. I've realised that's like a dehumidifier. So I googled what a humidifier does. And when I started reading about them, I saw that actually having a room that is really dry can cause all kinds of problems, from like sore dry throat to itchy eyes and dry skin, which is exactly what I've been having for so long. I've still got such a sore eye. I get the driest, itchiest eyes. I've got the driest skin I've ever had, like so much that it's giving me eczema. And maybe it's all down to our new bedroom. Like we've got we've got 2 radiators in here, which isn't loads, but it might be something to do with like the old carpet or the old wallpaper. I don't know, but the more I kind of think about it, this room is so dry and my throat is killing me. So I've ordered a humidifier on Amazon. It's like a really ugly one. I tried to find one that looks good, but I just want one quickly. So if anyone does know one that looks good, the only one I can find is the Dyson one, which is beautiful, but it's £499. I ordered one on Amazon for 30 quid. So I'm going to use that one as like a tester. I'm really interested to see if it makes a difference to my sleep, my skin and my throat. I sleep with Strepsils next to my bed because I wake up in the morning and my throat is so sore. So that is why I sound a bit bunged up, and that's my like revelation that I realised last night, and I can't wait to see if it's going to help. I'm just at home all day today. I'm going to wait for those page proofs to get couriered over to my house. I also thought in this video I would talk a little bit about how I take my Instagram photos and edit them, and do like a little review of my Fujifilm X-T2 camera, because I get a lot of questions about it and I really like it, and I feel like I've had long enough now to try it out and get to know it that I can talk to you guys a little bit more about it. So I'll do that at some point in this video. I'm going to try and do more videos like this in 2018 where it is a vlog but with a point. So I'll always kind of pick something to do within that vlog, and that will probably be the title and the thumbnail, but actually most videos will be in this kind of casual vlog style, because personally it's what I prefer watching, and I think it brings out the best in me when I'm sitting down in that sort of static environment. I feel like I'm not fully being myself. Rich is working from home today, which is nice because I'm not ready to be left alone yet. We need to pop to IKEA in our lunch break because we bought some doors for our wardrobe. So if you remember when we moved in, we had to take the doors off this wardrobe that was already here because they stunk of BO. We tried everything to clean it and the smell wouldn't go, so we got rid of them completely. And then we've just had this kind of open wardrobe, but I wake up every morning, look at it and just it just upsets me. And I suddenly thought, why don't we just get some new doors from IKEA in the meantime? They're only like 30 quid each. So we went last night to get some doors and handles, but we forgot to buy the hinges. So we need to buy the hinges, put the doors on. I feel like that'll make such a difference to this room, just so I don't want to see all my clothes in there. It's so messy. And that's all for today. Right, I'm gonna go downstairs and sort through my emails. We've got a little working station set up here, and I've got my avocado on a bagel. Okay, I've come up to my bedroom because Rich is on a work call downstairs. I'm going to take an Instagram and show you how I do it. And I think I'll show you like a flat lay version, although I don't do those that often. I tend to take more situational photos. I don't know if that's a thing, but my theme, if I have one at the moment on Instagram, is quite like dark, warm photos. So I'm going to try and like stick with that. And I feel like I don't like staged photos as much. Every photo I feel like may be slightly staged in a way, but something that has more of kind of lifestyle-y, real feel to it. Anyway, I feel like I'm not making sense, but I'm going to take a photo of my beauty desk, I think. This is my desk. It's just from IKEA. One day I want to get a really nice desk, but this one is good for now and it's not expensive. It's got a big drawer that pulls out. Let me know if you want me to do some kind of video on this. It won't be that interesting, but I can do that. And then I've got a mirror and a few things on here. So I feel like I'm going to take a photo. I feel like with the light reflecting, it will look really cool. And also with the mirror. I like really layered photos, so with lots of different things going on in the photo. So maybe I'll just set you guys up over here and you can watch me take the photo, and then I'll do a little review of the camera.
In your purple Toyota, the morning is waking slow and the traffic's not moving. There's a gas leak in North Town and they can't seem to fix it up, so they call you on Monday.
Okay, so as you saw there, sometimes it can take quite a while of like fiddling about and moving things like around. Sometimes I feel like I put things in place, go to take the photo, and then realise it just doesn't work. So it's all about patience, really, if you're doing a photo like that where you're setting things up. I don't know if this is going to be the best photo ever. I definitely felt the pressure with filming it. But let me quickly talk through this camera. So this is the Fujifilm X-T2, and I discovered this camera through my friend Carrie. Her blog is called Wish Wish Wish. And the reason I wanted another camera, because I've got the Canon 5D Mark III, which is one of the best cameras in the world. I definitely didn't need another camera, but I find that camera is so big that I never want to take it out with me, and I really wanted to take more photos when I'm like out and about, especially for my Instagram. So I wanted something that was small and portable. I had the Canon EOS M, but I was really disappointed with the quality of it and how it was to use. So Carrie got this camera and I had a little play with it and I completely fell in love. And there are quite a few reasons why I love this camera. Let's get the obvious one out of the way. It looks great, which is good when you're buying a smaller camera that you're going to wear on your shoulder or across your body, because if it looks good, then it's not something you want to keep shoving in a bag all the time. But it's not just because it looks good, it's a really easy camera to use, and it's made me like fallen back in love with photography. It's quite expensive. The body was over £1,000 and the lens I bought was about 800, I think. So this is for proper camera enthusiasts. The lens I have, by the way, is the 23mm 1.4. So you can change the lens, which is really handy. What I love about this camera is all the settings are external. So you don't have to like fiddle about with the back of the camera to change the settings. The f-stop is on the lens itself, so you literally just turn it. The f-stop is the thing which makes like the background fuzzy, and you can decide how kind of in focus or out of focus you want everything in the background to be. The ISO is on the top here. You can lock it in place, but you can just spin it. The shutter speed is also here. So can you see how all the settings are external? So it makes it really quick and easy, because whilst you've taken the photo, you can just change the light like this. You don't have to then go in and change the settings. And then once you find the one you like, you can just lock it in place. So that is one of the main reasons why I love this. It's so easy to use. It's so easy to use that I've managed to teach Rich how to use it, which is really handy when it comes to taking photos of me for Instagram. And he really has no idea when it comes to photography. So if he can learn to use this camera, I think pretty much anyone can. It's very easy to use. I also like how it's got a digital viewfinder, which means that when you look through the hole, you're not just seeing what's on the other side. Like if the camera's off, I can't see anything. But when you turn it on, it's like you can see what the photo's gonna look like. I don't know if a digital viewfinder is to everyone's preference, but I really have been enjoying it because I feel like I can really visualize what the end product is going to look like. So I absolutely love that. What else can I say about this camera? I got the one in graphite silver and black, and I'm just totally in love with it. It's got Wi-Fi, which most cameras these days do. I find it so handy. So when I'm out and about and I've taken some photos, or I've just taken some like now, I turn it on, I go to wireless communication, and then I've already got the app set up on my phone. You just have to download an app and then you connect to the Wi-Fi of the camera. This is life-changing for me. Okay, and then I go to the app. It's just a Fujifilm app. I press browse camera and it brings up all the photos that I've just taken. So you can click on them and then you can go through and select the ones you want. I think I only took 3. I tend not to take too many photos. I always look in the camera to see what it's going to look like, but I don't really take the photo until I know it's kind of in a frame that I would want. So let me just download these 3 photos. This camera's just made me, like I said, fall in love with photography again. It's so satisfying and fun to use. This is pretty much the camera I take all my Instagrams on. The phone quality is fine. It's not really a quality thing. It's more just because I enjoy taking photos on this camera more than on my phone. And when you're getting someone else to take a photo of you, it's easier to get a better photo on that. Okay, so those have downloaded. The only thing I would say is I don't think the battery life is great on this camera. That's a little bit disappointing. So now these have downloaded into my photos. Let me show you. Okay, so these are the 3 photos that have imported. These 2 are the wrong way around, so I'm just gonna go to edit and rotate them so I can compare all the photos. So when I've got loads of photos, I tend to go through and heart the ones that I like, because when you heart a photo, it goes into your favorites folder. So I've only got 3 to pick from, and I can normally see, well, these 2 are quite similar, so I'm just going to delete this one, so it's kind of between 2. And once I start editing them, I can normally tell if I'm going to like it or not. Okay, so the first app I use is VSCO, and I import it, and then I click down here to resize it. So I go to crop and I do 4:5, which is the size for Instagram. It's not square, it's the bigger size. And then you can really see what it's going to look like on Instagram. So I will tick that. And then what I normally do is go to exposure and I'll turn that up a little bit. And then the filter I've really been enjoying using, there's all these different filters and you can buy more as well, is C8. I think this came in a package. I think it brings out the blues. As you can see the difference, I don't know, this is probably really bad filming. Brings out the blues, it makes the overall thing a little bit warmer as well. And that's kind of all I do. I don't really like to over edit my photos. I like to kind of rely on good photography really and get a good photo then and there and not worry too much about the editing. I don't want my photos to look fake in any way. So I'll save that one and I will save it to my camera roll. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to crop it to 4:5. I'm going to turn up the exposure a little bit, which just makes it brighter. There's all different things you can do here. You can change the temperature. If a photo is a bit too orange, you can make it a bit more blue. You can change the contrast. Like I said, I don't like to over edit, but you can if you like to. This filter makes it quite dark, but like I said, I'm quite enjoying that at the moment. I can always turn up the exposure a little bit more. I think I know already which one my favourite is, but let's save it anyway. So now I've got 2 photos, this one and this one. Actually, I don't know which one is my favourite. They're very similar. Actually, I'll show you what I do next, which sometimes helps me decide. I use this app called Mosaico, which helps me kind of plan out my feed. I try not to over plan, but it's also just a good place to store photos that you know you're going to post. So like, I know I'm not going to post those together, but at some point I will. So I've put all my photos in there. Then these come in, so they're with all my, so the last photo I took was down here. So I can see what looks better. So you can move them around and then you can kind of see what it looks like in the grid. I love this app though, because you can also pre-write your captions. So you can write your caption here and say whatever you want to say. And then if you're out or you're busy at the time where you want to post your Instagram, you literally just press this button and it posts it automatically to Instagram. Basically gives you the caption to copy and paste, so you don't have to like think about your caption and paste it. It's a really good tool. I really like Mosaico. Okay, I've decided to go for this one. I think it's a better photo because it's got the pillow in the background. It's a little bit neater. This one I think looks cool, but it's a bit confusing on what's what. So this one looks like a better kind of table scene. So I'll upload it to Mosaico and I'll pre-write my caption. I'll probably post it in the evening because that's when I know that most of you guys are on Instagram. I can kind of tell by my analytics. But really that's all I do. I think what takes the most time is taking the actual photo and thinking of what to take a photo of as well. When I'm like out and about and I'm doing things, it's easier because I can just take photos of what's around me, but when I'm at home all week and I'm not doing much, it's harder to think of things to take a photo of, but I do really enjoy it. It's quite frustrating how I feel like photos have to have me in it to do well on Instagram, but this year I'm just gonna focus less on what does well in terms of likes and think more about what I enjoy taking photos of and posting, because I think that's what's really important anyway. If you guys have any questions about this camera, I hope that I covered everything. I feel like I didn't give like a close-up of what it looks like, so this is what it looks like. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'm not a camera expert, I'm just a camera enthusiast, and I love it. I don't vlog with it because the screen doesn't really, I just don't really like vlogging with cameras like this. The screen flips down like that, and I'm pretty sure, does it do anything else? Oh, turns. I don't really know what that does. I mean, this camera, the G7X, Canon G7X, I find is the best for vlogging. This I use for photos. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna get back to work. My page proofs still haven't arrived. I'm slightly concerned because I only have 3 days to read the entire book and add any edits, and it hasn't arrived yet. Let's hope it comes soon. Right, I need to get out of this bedroom because everything's drying up just sitting in here. Can't bloody wait for my humidifier to arrive tomorrow. Rich has gone to IKEA to get the hinges for the doors, so I'm really excited for him to get back. He probably can't fit them until later. I think it depends on his workload. I just got sent the, I think it's the final cover of my book, which is mad. It's almost finished. There's a few like tweaking here and there. I think I'm gonna announce that sometime at the end of the month maybe. I'm just terrified, but I'm really happy with it actually. It took a long time to get it to a place. I don't think it was actually longer than normal. Apparently this process is always like this, but I found it quite frustrating at times. I thought, oh my god, am I ever gonna get somewhere that I'm happy? I'm really happy with it. I think you guys are gonna really like it. I can't wait to actually see it printed on a book. I think I get something called a wet proof first, which is where I can see what it looks like printed before I confirm. Just looking at my hair in the camera now, you guys are saying that you love it longer. I've never had it this long and this like healthy. Normally when it gets this long, the end bits get really straggly. So I am liking having longer hair, but sometimes I do feel like it's a bit like, I don't know, a bit, I think I might need to go for just a little bit of a trim just to keep it healthy. Go back to Hershison's maybe, but I am liking it longer. This is what I've got for lunch: jacket potato, cheese and beans, and Rich has jacket potato with tuna. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs and, well, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not much help. Maybe I can just hold the doors, but Rich is gonna fit the new wardrobe doors. We've got them resting up in here. This is the wardrobe. I just really can't stand what it looks like open. Our old wardrobe was open, but it was meant to be open, so it looked better. We just got some really plain, cheap IKEA doors, and yeah, hopefully it'll make a massive difference. I can't wait to get proper built-in wardrobes here. I'm still planning on doing a house tour and explaining to you guys all of our renovation plans. I'm just waiting till the right time.
In your purple Toyota, the morning is waking slow and the traffic's not moving. There's a gas leak in North Town and they can't seem to fix it up, so they call you on Monday.
Wow, that makes such a difference to the room. There were really nice handles actually in IKEA, but we went for these because they were easier. Soft closing. Now all my mess is just hidden away behind nice white wardrobe doors. And this also will make me feel less rushed about getting our new wardrobes and like the rest of our room done. Oh my god, guys, look what just arrived. My page proofs. I have no idea what this is gonna look like. Oh my god, it's literally a wad of paper. Oh my god. Okay, wait. This is how big my dissertation was. It's pretty much the same size. Look, the F word. In my announcement video, I like faked one of these, like a manuscript. This actually is it. This is actually my book. What? that. Okay, I'm gonna get looking. I need to go on with this, very exciting. I'm still sitting here reading the book. I'm on page 83 and I'm happy. I think Rich is gonna start making dinner. Okay, I just wanna quickly take my makeup off before I kind of get comfy for the evening. Sorry about the loud noise. We've got a really, really loud extractor fan in this bathroom, and it's not the sort of one that you can turn off separately. When the light is on, this is on, and it's so loud. It's really annoying. That was stupid, wasn't it? Okay, I think you're safe. I was just about to say, as well as the loud extractor fan, which we're trying to figure out how to change, I haven't got anywhere to rest my camera. I think one day when I do it in my bathroom, I'm definitely going to take into account the fact that I like to film in my bathroom. Maybe have some sort of like shelf or something for my tripod to sit on. I don't know, that is many years away. For now, you are resting on the sink, and I'm just gonna have to bend down like this, but I'm just gonna do my little evening skincare routine. I thought I'd show you. I always start with Bioderma, and I use that just to take off my eye makeup. Then I'm going to use my Oskia Renaissance Cleansing Gel. I use 3 pumps of that, and I put it onto dry skin. Rub that all over. I do take it over my eyes, but there's usually not much makeup left there. So it kind of turns into an oil, and then I just let it sit on my skin for a little bit. I had an Oskia facial recently when I went to the Gleam Christmas party, and I noticed that when she cleansed my skin, she left this on for so long, and it was really nice. So I've been trying to leave it on my skin longer in the evenings. Usually what I'll do is I'll cleanse, and then I'll brush my teeth and go to the toilet and do other things while this is sitting on my skin. But because I'm taking my makeup off before dinner, I obviously don't need to brush my teeth. Warm water and the Lizelle muslin cloth. I'm going to use some of the Glossier Super Bounce. This is just a nice hydrating serum. Nearly finished another bottle, and I'm not sure I'm going to repurchase just because I go through them so quickly. It doesn't feel like, I don't know, something about going through products that quickly that I'm not sure if I love. I think if they made them in a bigger bottle, I mean, I love it, I would definitely buy it if it came in a bigger bottle, but it frustrates me. I'm going to then put on the Zellen's Marine Complex Moisturiser because my skin is so insanely dry, and this cream is so thick I literally have to like dig my finger in to get it out. It's like kind of interesting bouncy cream formula. I like to really put loads on because my skin just like drinks up. I think if you can, it's good to do your skincare routine earlier in the evening, like when you get back from work. The first thing you should do if you can is take your makeup off, because then any kind of serums and creams that you're putting onto your skin, I'm just going to use the rest of my hands, it kind of sinks into your skin. It has longer on your skin basically than sitting at home in your makeup all evening when you don't have to. Okay, now my hands will look nice and young too. That's all I'm going to do tonight. Just cleanse, serum and moisturiser. No acids or exfoliating tonight. Okay, it's 9:45. I'm going to go to bed soon and try and get an early night, although I know I'm going to lie in bed and just watch YouTube videos until midnight, but I'm going to pretend that I'm getting an early night because I've read quite a lot of the book, but there is a lot more to go. I'm not really that fast of a reader, and I need to get this all done by Friday, so I'm going to wake up early tomorrow and carry on with that. And I think I'm going to end this vlog here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment. I love reading your comments when they're nice. Can I say that? No. I'll see you guys in my next video next Sunday, I think. See you then. Rich, shout bye. Bye. Bye.